The Cleveland Cavaliers had a secret weapon last season that allowed their historic offense to play for 48 minutes a night. It didn't matter who was on the court, who was on the bench. The Cavs had enough guys in their rotation to play a certain style of basketball. This year, their secret weapon, which was their bench contributions, has been nowhere to be found. And there are some legitimate reasons to that, so let's dive in. Last year, between Ty Jerome and DeAndre Hunter, the Cavs had two of the top four finishers in the Sixth Man of the Year award. Both of those guys were able to create their own shot off the dribble, score buckets when needed, and facilitate when some of the starters were on the bench. They also had guys like Sam Merrill, Dean Wade, and Isaac Okoro coming in, filling in spot minutes, and those guys played at a pretty high level for what you'd expect a bench player to do. This season, though, for the Cavs, the entire bench unit and their overall numbers have taken a nosedive. So far through 11 games, the Cavs bench ranks 29th in points per game, 29th in field goal percentage, 24th in three-point percentage. They are top 10 in both three-point makes and assists, but in the overall plus-minus in those bench minutes, the Cavs come in at minus 2.9. That's the 25th best mark in the NBA. Shout out to my guy Mac Perry for this graphic, for breaking all those numbers down for you. There is a very explainable reason for this. The Cavs have been dealing with a number of injuries this season, so guys like Sam Merrill and Jalen Tyson have been moved into the starting lineup at times, which then brings down the overall bench production. But unless the Cavs can figure out a way to get more points and more quality minutes, more stops and more rebounds from their non-starters, it could end up being a much longer and not as successful season as many hoped. For Kenny Atkinson's offense to run the way he wants it to run, they need a constant wave of guys coming in who can operate in the fashion he needs them to operate at, to get into the paint, to draw the defense, to kick to the corner, to force mismatches, to force advantages so they can play out of rotation and attack those sloppy closeouts. And right now, the guys coming off the bench for Cleveland have not lived up to that billing, but it's only been 11 games. There is still plenty of time, and as more guys get healthy, the right guys coming off the bench will shift back into their typical bench roles, which should bring these numbers up. But so far through 11 games, the Cavs' secret weapon last year has been anything but an advantage for them this year.